Okay. I'm so glad they added a volume control to these. I would hate... I would not be doing this if it made that da-da, 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 every single time. God, that would be atrocious. Okay, so the lower two will be connected to that one sensor. Upper two, that one. Okay, this is looking better. And this makes more sense anyway. There we go. And then we'll figure out the exact positioning so they're programmed properly. Battle mode will be a bit of a pain in the butt. We might actually want to give them a bit more of a forgiving radius. We just don't want it to lift up too high. Alright. Okay, so this is optimum height. So we're on about 6 on these. 6 off. Realistically, these are only 2 higher. Okay. So that just means all the other ones are going to be at 8. And off. Alright, let's test it. Yep, alright. 6 and 8. Makes my life easier. Oops, missed. 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Thrusters. All of the thrusters. Also, I'm going to have to make sure that they're all powered correctly. Because currently, I'm going to have to completely rebalance that, aren't I? Oh, that's fine. Okay, there we go. 8, sound, all good. Let's drop this down, make sure they all turn on at the same time. Looks like they do. Alright, so that's good. Now let's make sure that they're all powered correctly. 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. And we'll make this look nice in a bit. What are these up to? Let's have the front two at the very least be up to 3, because we're probably going to need it for the extra weight. Those are already up to extra to 3, and then 2 in the middle. Probably? Let's double check that. 2, 2. Okay, off the lift. So it's still a little weak in the front. Almost perfect. Okay. Little strong. Maybe if I bring these up to 3. Still a little strong. Oh, right. Could be an issue, too. Yeah, this is why the suspension's kind of important. We might want to do it anyway. Yeah, I know it's front heavy. Yeah, let's... I'm loath to do this, but this is why we need the suspension a little bit. Oh, you know what I could do? These ones might not need it as much. we'll only have the upper ones on suspension. That seems like a good idea. A good compromise. And that'll actually look kind of nice, too. Oops. Oh. That could have been bad. I'm glad I connected those parts together. I guess it wouldn't have been that bad, but still. Okay. Because, yeah, this way, all of my thrusters will be on the exact same level, and we'll be able to progress from here. Because, yeah, this is usually why I put suspensions on these things, otherwise they end up kind of weird and flopsy. It'll still be a little flopsy, but the suspensions are enough to kind of make up for it. Alright, so 1, 2... Oh, hey, and this way I can reach the sensors if I need to. Which could be useful if I wanted to turn them down a bit. What did I do wrong here? Huh, nothing. Weird. Oh... No, I didn't do anything wrong. Alright. I guess what I could do is actually have them be flush with the inside. Yeah, that looks nicer. Luckily, I got a fair amount of design leeway here. And this way, it keeps the thrust closest to the center of mass. Which is kind of important for me. Oops. Not that, though. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, this is looking really good. Okay, is that all of them? Nope. We got one set left, so let's get the back one first. Always makes my job easier. Okay, there we go. This is actually looking really, really nice. However, why is this sensor wrong? Oh. It's not that it's wrong, it's that it's constantly activated. Alright, well, I'll just rethink a better position on it. Oh, I see. I gotta move all my sensors in one. Well, that's fine. I didn't even realize I had done that. But we actually have room for me to put and program these. Ah, shit, I got so many to do, though. Well, again, fine. Just unfortunate. Alright, looks like we're good. Let's reprogram it. Whew. So how are you guys doing tonight? I am very focused on this build, and unfortunately that means I'm more than a little bit not paying a whole lot of attention. Well, it's life. This is what happens when I'm really focused on something. I get super tunnel vision. Which I'm definitely, I mean, I'm loving this, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know, I should probably at least react a little bit. Even as bad. Where's Bird? God. Can you guys, like, make a, where's Bird command? So everybody can, like, rehash that? But I guess I can kind of understand, for a lot of people, Scrap Mechanic's kind of the introduction to my channel. And so, with Bird being gone for once, it's like, if Danny just mysteriously disappeared from Game Grumps and they gave you no answers, I really need to just put up an announcement or something. Okay. Looks like we're all good. Let's go back to programming these. How many times have I done this now? Too many times. 6. Oh, geez. Right. Okay, gotta turn off the sound on this. Let's see. Now, the one thing I should probably clarify at some point is Birdcatcher is not actually attached to my channel. In the way that, like, you know, Aaron and Dan are. Or, I guess Dan would be to Game Grumps. Because Birdcatcher actually has, like, his own YouTube channel and his own Twitch channel. I just have been collaborating with him for so long that he's practically part of the show. Oh yeah, these are going to be 3. I'll rebalance it once we've got everything in and programmed. But I get the feeling a lot of people just assume Bird is, like, doesn't have his own channel or something. Because that's the easy assumption to make. I should probably clarify that at some point. I'll do it when he's back from being dead, obviously. Because otherwise he's not really going to use a whole lot of huge subscriber growth. Alright, let's put it down. And it is already flying, floating, sort of. It's skating. Skating does not necessarily mean it's doing what we want it to do, though. Oh, shoot. That's not the one I want to turn on, though. Okay. So we're writing it. Now, I still have half a mind to just get rid of these. What if these were a bit shorter? They're the first things to go. Because it's definitely the fixed ones that are the biggest issue. That's actually pretty damn good. It's a little rocky, unfortunately. But maybe if I rotate things out and stuff. Let's see. Is the update any better for me lag-wise? Not really. I mean, it kind of is, but not really. Alright, so let's try 6. And we're sitting on our asses. Oof. That is pain. Honestly, I have half a mind to, I don't know what my mind wants me to say. Okay, really? I know what I need to do. I need to put this thing on a freaking lift. It does not like being out and about. This is why I avoided having the, this is why I was avoiding having the suspensions. So I'm fairly certain that's part of my problem. At the same time, I kind of need them. So let's rethink this entirely. Yet again. We need more suspensions. Luckily, I don't need more sensors. Ish. Oops, don't want to do that. Gotta connect it first. Let's connect everything before this is too much of a problem. Okay, there we go. Now it's all connected. I wish they'd have more of a focus on lag fixes. The problem with optimization is it's not easy. So I can totally see why lag fixes are, I'm not going to say low on the priority list, but still hard to do. Okay, so let's get these suspensions in here. Luckily, we don't need to add more sensors. We've already got more or less what we need. Okay, let's lift them up a bit. I'm sure a little bit of the lag will dissipate once we do. Because, yeah, definitely keeping them off the ground is a huge, huge way of cutting down on the lag. I'm happy about that. Okay, so let's lift it up a bit more. We're also going to have to make sure these are all toned down, obviously. As This is what I get for making such an uneven craft. I guess the last thing we can do is, if it's mostly hovering but not fully, we can always just add more weight to the back. That's also a very viable option. I just don't want to overstress the, I don't want to overstress the suspensions too much. I kind of wish you could set the hardness of the suspensions. Oh, shit, what do I have these on? I have these on 3. Okay. Obviously, this will take a lot of tweaking. I just realized you're probably up to 4. Okay, there we go. So let's turn the outside ones off a bit more. Something's wrong between the two sides. You know what? The easiest thing to do would be turn off all of the outside ones. Oh. That explains some of it. Okay. So this is still a bit too strong. Okay. It's not terrible. So we're going to want to lift this up just a bit. Bring up the inner ones, I think. Okay. Going a bit better. That was too much. Okay. Either one of my thrusters are off. Or 2, 2, 2, 2. Or it's actually just unevenly weighted. Which is entirely possible. Oh, right. We also need to get this so it works specifically. We need to get this so it works specifically when it's rotated out, even more so. The direct vertical is actually kind of useless to us. So these are at 2. These are at 2. These are at 4. Let's bring these down to 3. Let's bring this one up to 3. 3, 3, 3. So most of them should be at 2. Okay. Still a bit on the front heavy side of things. This is really hard to balance these. Just saying. Okay, so you're at 3. You're at 3. You're at 3. And that's too much. Let's try setting the front at 4. Alright, I think we got it balanced, mostly. It'll still need a little bit of futzing with, but it's mostly balanced. Now let's go do the horrible thing. And mess everything up again. Oh, shoot. Because what we need to do is, for starters, plug this gap. Any level of imbalance needs to be fixed. I made this thing pretty balanced, but still. Okay. Any level of anything off is obviously going to screw it up a bit. Do I have anything else that I've messed up here? Not really. It's actually pretty balanced beyond this. Okay, now it's lifting up a bit high in the front. This is why having them rotate out is kind of important. Let's get rid of that. Alright. So we want... .30 degrees across the board. And by default, 30 degrees across the board. Okay. Moment of truth. Is it touching? I guess the moment of truth would be, let's try turning. It doesn't want to turn, but yeah, that's a hovercraft. We have no way of going forward, though. Yeah, it's off the ground. Just barely, but you can see kind of cracks of light through it. I guess what I should do is probably pop out and mess with the powers just a little bit. See if I can eke any more out. Because the nice thing is, when it's turned in like this... Wait, hold horses. Is this one rotated out as much? Why is this one messed up? Which bearing is this? Bearing 2. Alright. You know what? Let's turn off the thrusters for the time being. There's something wrong with this. Let's get our proper... I really wish there was a switch that just deactivated sensors. That'd be really nice. Okay. Oh, is it at 15 degrees? Okay, well, obviously we got a couple of things we wanna mess with beyond this. So let's turn this off. Okay. Not like he's listening. Look. I can't just be paying attention to chat all the time. Holy shit. That is bad. Okay. So let's see. You're right, it is 15 degrees. Let's fix that. However, what we want it to be is actually 90 at all times. When it's not going. And we'll drop it by 60. Why is it so laggy now? You guys need to chill your pants. Okay. Oh, that made it worse. Well. Let's put that there. Let's take a look at this. Honestly, what we need to do is grab these things. We're gonna put like a little pedestal for it to sit on each corner. With as minimal contact as possible. Cause that's where the lag's happening. Well, that's part of it. I mean, this entire thing is already pretty cumbersome. And we've been here working for a while, so it's probably picked up a fair amount of junk something or other. Okay. Well, it's a low enough load that I can actually walk around and stuff. That's good enough for me. I mean, none of these builds are meant to... Oh, shit. None of these builds are... Oh, it's number 5 to close this. Okay, number 5. Close that down. Press 6. Alright. Looks like we're good. Let's press 6 again to get it back into position. 5 to open the door back up. Alright. So, we've got our little, like, sticky whatever thing that we can sit on. I'm gonna turn the sensors back on. And then this... Yeah, we totally should have built it in the upright position instead. Whoops. Alright, whatever. We'll try expanding it out. I might also have them point forward. And we also need to get those thrusters. So we can actually move this sucker forward. Because that's one thing we haven't been doing this entire time. We don't actually have a way of driving. So I should probably go build those before I get too far in. I should have also built that door open. For starters. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete one block. Directly below the black... What is this? Huh. Okay, there we go. So we probably don't need too many on the whole thruster side of things. So we're just going to do that pretty close to the center of mass. We might want to move it a little bit further back. Okay, there we go. Because, yeah, that will also block my entry thing. Actually, let's get rid of this. Let's build it up a bit. Because it'll probably be better if it's this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Make sure it's the right angle. Build it up. Okay. Cool. So that will... We'll have to max these out, obviously. We want this thing to go moderately to fairly fast. Okay. Let's hook these up. And we'll try and drive this thing on its maiden and, honestly, probably only voyage. I just realized I have no idea how to get off this thing. Well, no, I do. It involves sticking my head out, putting a lift here, feeling the inevitable lag as it hits. Okay. Alright. It's laggy. It makes my poor game cry. But we have a tank. Alright, let's put the gun up. We're going to turn it over here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to put a gunnery seat on this thing. Next time we make it. I'll probably make some kind of horror monstrosity with bird. But at the same time, we have ourselves a functional hover tank. Put the gun back into position and drive away. Yeah, this works. It's not perfect. Definitely needs work, but honestly, for the sheer amount of taxation that this is currently putting on my frame rate, I'm kind of afraid to... I'm kind of afraid to go any further. Does it shoot? Yes. Yes, it does. Alright. We'll have to get it to shoot. I guess we could just load it up here. Let's do... Oh yeah, also want to try this. So battle mode doesn't work nearly as well as it worked previously. It still works, we're still kind of skating along. But obviously the back thrusters don't battle mode as well as they used to. But yes, this game seems a bit too laggy for survival mode to work at all. Yeah. This is why the whole, like, idea of survival mode is kind of a low priority thing for me. Let's pop open the back. Let's get out of here. Let's load the barrel. Probably gonna want to just climb the outside here. Oof. Yeah, guys, I don't think I'm even gonna paint this. Alright, there we go. It's loaded. Let's paint the projectile just because we probably should. Alright, there we go. Projectile's painted. Let's hop back in. I'll definitely, next time I make this, I'll probably make it smaller with a proper gunnery seat. Alright, let's close this. Let's drive off. Bring the barrel up. I want to go find a good target to shoot at. Unfortunately, with the lag, it's super hard. I was kind of hoping that there would be, like, a sign nearby that I could shoot at or something. But it doesn't look like we have any specific signs. So let's go through the cornfield. See that big tree over on the left? We're going to shoot it. Or try and shoot at it. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to build like a siege mode into this sucker. But I don't think that's in the cards today. Alright, that's siege mode. Rotate. Aim. Seems reasonable enough. And fire. Oh. I see why it doesn't want to fire. I forgot. I never fixed this. Hey! That's not actually an issue. Oh yeah, I should probably turn off that engine. Yeah, what I forgot to do is hook all these wheels back up. Because I messed this up originally. Welded it back on, but never actually fixed it. Okay, minor delay. Minor delay. But that's okay. We just gotta switch all of these, no problem. Yeah, what I totally forgot to do was the obvious thing. Okay, 5. Oh, that's 4, and... Huh. Alright, hold on. Yeah, this isn't working out. It worked earlier. But honestly, with like how stressed this poor physics engine probably is right now, I'm not surprised everything's failed. I just realized I left the engines running. You know, we might actually just want to make the pilot seat backwards, if anything. It's not a bad idea. Alright. So let's try this again. I probably should have brought the barrel down. Damn it. Alright. Well, that's fine. There we go. It's in. It's painted once again. Alright, let's try that again. So 5, and then 4. Close enough. We did what we wanted to do. We made a tank. So sue me if it doesn't work that great. This game barely functions as we currently are. Like, all these parts together do not want to work properly. Yeah, it tried. It tried so hard. It got so far. But in the end, the physics are dying and we should probably shut this server off. I mean, it actually maneuvers pretty damn well. Like, This without lag would be incredible. I cannot wait until this, like this, does not tax this game's poor physics engine. To the extreme. Okay. 10 out of 10 would tank again. I mean, I think it looks awesome. I had a lot of fun making this thing. But yeah. Oh, physics. Alright, let's pop out. I'm not even gonna try painting it. I'll come back to this, probably. Like, someday they will say... Someday they will say, oh yeah, you know, we got, you know, probably in a year or so, they'll be like, yeah, you know, shit works now. And it'll be like, sweet, let's go load up that tank, or probably make another one, if anything. But yeah, I think my next couple of builds are gonna have to rely on no suspension at all, because I think that's the biggest issue right now. Okay. Hey, we should also have this thing rotate a bunch. If I'm gonna take a screenshot, we want it to be in the sun. That's pretty damn cool. Kind of want to get it away from the launch paddiness. Is there a better spot, actually? Yeah, there is. Let's go out to that kind of fieldy looking thing. Alright, let's turn these. Press 5, turn those engines back off. Yeah, I think the next couple things we'll do will be entirely dependent on wheels, honestly. Because as much as I love this monstrous hovercraft I've created, it's hard overcompensating here. Alright, there we go. Honestly, it looks like kind of a weird, self-important, self-aggrandizing frog. Alright, whatever. I made a thing. I have no regrets. I need to close that door, though. Otherwise, this is gonna look a little dumb for a thumbnail. Alright, close that. And we're almost there. We're gonna have to be higher. Oh yeah, I can do fork suspension now. It totally looks like I've got a face on this thing. Which is pretty freaking funny. It would probably look like it has less of a face if I specifically had, it's Sadbot. It would probably look like it had less of a face if I, oh, what am I thinking? If I painted it, really. I think if I painted it properly, I think this thing would look a lot nicer. Problem is, we pretty much can't do that right now. Because, I mean, this is definitely running at like 15 frames per second. Still, pretty happy about it. I really enjoyed working on this thing, and obviously, I'd do it again.